Dietrich turns his head at your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars. The legacy of too many fights over too many years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigor, it is obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Well, don't be like that. I mean, he's a little on the older side. He's not a shadow of his former self, is he? How old is he? Despite all of this, there is still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering to you. SCKC, welcome. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got a fallen comrade to drink to. Okay, I mean, I understand. Take the bottle to Monica, Prost. Take the bottle, you should go ahead and toast Monica. You go ahead and toast Monica, I'm drinking the revenge. Refuse, I don't drink, but I'll join you in saluting her memory. Refuse, you drink to Monica, I have a job to focus on. Leave, not right now, Dietrich, I've got things to do. I don't drink. Like, the real person, me, I don't drink. Would the character drink? Yeah, no, I don't drink, but I'll join you in saluting her memory. Dietrich shrugs, fair enough. To Monica. He takes a long pull on the bottle and locks eyes with you. Let me ask you a question, SCKC. What made you choose to come to Berlin? I don't know. Why do you want to know? I had my reasons. I'd rather not talk about it. Nothing in particular. I don't have a reason. Leave. I don't have time for a long conversation, Dietrich. I just want to pay my respects to Monica. Why do you want to know? I had my I mean, these are worse? This is not a good answer, but these are worse. You know, why do you want to know? Monica told me that you moved here from the Rhine-Ruhr megaplex. Made it sound like you've been there for a good many years, successful years at that. Well, all good things come to an end, Dietrich. Leads a man to wonder why you packed up and moved here. It was time for a change, that's all. A member of my old crew betrayed me. I just had to drop out of sight for a while. A run went bad and my team paid the price. Is that really what happened? I don't actually know what happened. Are these true? A member of my old crew betrayed me. A run went bad and my team paid the price. I had to drop out of sight for a while. You know what, I don't mind telling him. Ain't that a pisser? It sure is, Dietrich. I can handle all sorts of things, but betrayal always makes me see red. Yeah, I know the feeling. I tried to make him answer for it, but the bastard got away. Is that really what happened? I don't know the backstory. Right there with you. I ventilated the son of a bitch before I left the Ruplex. Wait a minute. We're just gonna make up our backstory? There were extenuating circumstances. If he didn't do what he did, his family would have paid the price. Wait, we're just gonna make up the backstory? Cause none of these, we don't know whether these are true. I know the feeling, tried to make him answer, but the bastard got away. There were extenuating circumstances. If he didn't do what he did, his family would pay the price. That's rough, but it's still on him, not you. He should have been more careful. What'd you do? I dropped down and left him to twist. I ventilated him. Nobody pulls that drag on me and lives. What could I do? I faked my own death. It was the only way to save his family's lives. Wait, really? Really? Wouldn't have been my choice, but good on you, I suppose. All the same, SCKC, saints don't tend to last very long in this line of work. Trust me, I've watched enough of them by it to know. So that's a little strange. The fact that we just make up a backstory. Okay, so you faked your own death, bailed on the rest of your team, and made your way here to Berlin. Dietrich takes another pull in the bottle. Am I getting that right? More or less. There wasn't much left for me in the Ruhrplex, and Monica made me a hell of an offer. There was a bit more to it than that, but yeah. Alright, more or less. Yes, Monica. Dietrich raises his bottle again and closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? I guess so. So let me ask you, just what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I know that you two knew each other way back, but she was pretty coy about these things. Why do you want to know? We're treading into dangerously personal territory here. Are you always this inquisitive? I don't mind telling him. Anyway, why do you want to know? Monica was my friend. I cared about her. Dietrich shrugs. I don't know. I guess that I just want to get to know her better. There were some areas of her life that have always been a mystery, and if you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. I can respect that. It's none of your business, Dietrich. If Monica wanted you to know these things, she would have told you herself. I don't know if keeping secrets is really a good idea, especially like you're on a team where you have to rely on each other to stay alive. Like you rely on each other to watch your back. Like keeping secrets when you're literally relying on them to watch your back to make sure you don't die seems like a bad idea to me. I knew Monica well enough to know what you mean. She did have a mysterious way about her. I can respect that. So what was the deal between the two of you? Don't leave me in suspense. We were business associates, nothing more. We were friends. We were very close. I don't think we were very close. We were friends. Right there with you, and privileged to say so. She was one of the best women I've ever known. Yeah, she also was reckless and got herself killed. Anyway, let's not say that. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time, and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you're here with us. Good to be here, Dietrich. Happy to be here. Dietrich takes a final pour on the bottle, then tips it forward, pouring the rest on the ground. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss your girl. You... on the ground? We live here, Dietrich. We're not outside. You just poured alcohol on the floor? Are you gonna clean it back up again? Are you gonna mop it back up, or are you just gonna leave it there, leave a stain on the ground? Is this why our places are dumb? Because you just poured alcohol on the ground all the time? I hate Big Dog. As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog. Oh, it's Monica's dog. Oh, he's not gonna be happy about this. An enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Well, at least he knows already. Oh shit, Dante. Dietrich shakes his head. Don't worry, boy, we'll look after you. It's not the same, Dietrich, and you know it. Poor Amsel. At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath. He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl, wouldn't stop. Cat. The dog knows? He closes his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Or at least he's friendly about it. Scratch Dante behind the ears. Grab Monica's bag of soy jerky treats off the table and give him one. Brush the dog aside. You're not allowed to scratch him behind the ears. Dante leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. Yeah. I guess the dog is going with you, SCKC. I guess so. Well, I don't mind having a big dog. Seems like the big dog can do a bit of damage. Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it. Then a slow, melancholy smile plays across his face. Well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Maybe. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altag, mein Freund. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters, and we can get to the bottom of this, alright? He stares at the floor, and now I think we should all take a moment. I mean, you definitely need to take a moment, Paul. Take several moments. His lips tighten for Monica. Paul is not handling this very well. Which is curious, because doesn't he work with runners a lot? Alright, this is my stash. In stash, erosion 1. Do I not just take this? So I don't really have any extra stuff anyway. I don't need to take anything. Confirm. Let me look around a bit. So there's more rooms. So there's bunk beds outside. There's a bunk bed here. There's a single bed there. I mean, why are there piles of trash on the ground? What's wrong with you people? Let's save the game. And then let's talk to Eiger. No, talk to Eiger. Eiger glares at you and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death. Something I can do for you, fearless leader? I wonder how long this this military respect for the chain of command is gonna hold. We need to talk about Monica. Yeah, you can apologize for that little outburst that you had in front of Paul and the rest of the team. I don't really care about apologies, to be honest. I mean, I can understand that she's unhappy. You're wrong about me, Eiger. I intend to prove that to you. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. You can believe whatever you want to believe, right? You can be wrong, I don't care. Let's talk about Monica. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this, SKC. One of these days we're gonna hash this out, and you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends, but it won't be today. If you like. Fair enough, but before I go I have something else to say. You know what? I'm not gonna say either of those things. I don't mind her being mad. Alright, she can stay being mad. Why is this on here? What is this anyway? This is the shower. Is there a toilet somewhere around here? Is that the toilet behind Glory? Okay, there's a toilet behind Glory. Glory is beautiful in a wayfish sort of way. That's weird. Really? Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. Why would you talk about that? What's more unsettling is her chrome. Glory is rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware. From head to toe, she looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. Really? Cause we can't see it here. This is strange. This is a little strange. Her description does not match her picture. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon, but Glory's cyberware is first generation, all of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. What? She's into antique cyberware? SCKC, Glory shifts her gaze to you, but her expression is as cool and placid as always. Can I help you? I mean, she's probably holding up fine, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Hey Glory, how are you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. Okay, I'll take your word for it. You sure you look like a million miles away? No, she always looks like that, dude. She literally always looks like that. You better be. If you flake out on the job, you and me gonna have problems. Well, if she flakes out, you're probably dead. If you say you're good, I trust you. You know what? I'll take your word for it. Glory's expression remains neutral, but she grants you a barely perceptible nod. Alright. Any thoughts on what we should do next? Find our missing client, extract some answers. Beyond that, take jobs, get paid. She's completely right. I have a question for you, Glory, of the personal kind. She's not gonna answer it. I'm not big on sharing, sport. Personal reasons, you understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. Sure, I understand, but I still need to talk to you. Well, she's not gonna talk to you. You can talk to her as much as you like. She's just not gonna say anything back. If you ever want to run with me again, you answer my questions now. Yeah, no, like, this, like, your team? I really don't think you should have team. Like, you have secrets in your team. Because you're literally relying on these people to keep you alive, and they're relying on you to keep them alive. The fact that there's stuff you don't know about each other that might compromise the mission or get in the way of your teamwork is super dangerous, right? Like, you know, like military training. If you go into the boot camp, like if you like join the military and you go into boot camp, one of the most important things that they instill into you, and they kind of brainwash you into doing it, is they make you think of your teammates as brothers, right? As close, even closer than brothers. That's what that's what boot camp is. Boot camp is like the drill sergeant yells at you a lot, and that's the meme, right? The meme is the drill sergeant yells at you. But you are supposed, like the boot camp is supposed to create an environment that seems extremely harsh, that forces you to have to work together with your teammates and to like you put your lives in each other's hands, and you get through this challenge by leaning on each other and holding each other up. And so then there's that, like, and they train you until there are no boundaries between you and your teammates. Like you are as close, you are as closely bound, as closely knit as humanly possible. That's what military training does. And when that happens, so then like you go into a situation, you're risking your lives. And some of you might get killed, probably you're gonna get killed. And you're willing to do that for each other because you feel so strongly about this bond between you and the rest of your team, right? That's what militaries have found to be effective. So that's what I'm coming. That's what I'm thinking about when I think like these people, like how can you be a Shadowrunning team and you have so much distance between you? I understand it makes for a more interesting story. Oh, there's drama, there's character drama between the people. But realistically though, like you're getting shot at and you're in a gunfight, like you wouldn't do this with people you are on the same, like you are on the same side of a gunfight. People, like bullets are flying, people are probably gonna die. In that situation, you can't have boundaries between you and your teammates. That's not how this works, is what I'm saying. Anyway, not that I know firsthand, and I've never been in the army, nor am I a Shadowrunner in real life. I just play video games in my room. So maybe I'm just talking. Alright, we all have our secrets, but if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Alright, so she's not telling us anything. Let's get out of here. Let's go find this Turk. Nur für Mitarbeiter. I wish I knew enough German to know what that says. What is this? Why do you have... Wait a minute. You have a stash of cultural and artistic items of value? Why do you have this? Is this money? Are we selling this for money? Why do we have, like, art? Why do we have art and historical and cultural artifacts? Alright, streets. Oh, there are streets. Wait a minute. So the roads... Wait a minute. I thought it said the roads don't come here. But there's a road right there. The U-Bahn is that way. Wait, if the roads come here, why don't... Okay, so there's like a... There's a gate there? But there are trucks inside this area, if you see what I mean. Alright. Oh, this is an import shop. Okay, I see. So this is an import shop, and that's the cover for for our secret base. Donations for the soup kitchen have slowed, Samurai, or Samuel. I'm not surprised, altruism often comes with an expiration date. Well, I mean... Isn't everyone poor? U-Bahn platform. This is gated. What's back there? Oh, wait a minute. The U-Bahn platform? Is that a station? If the U-Bahn does come here, why do we have to go back here? To get back to base? I thought the whole point is that no roads lead here and like no transport leads here to our secret base. But there's literally all like roads and transport.